Alright, sorry about that, guys. Now we're back. I have no idea why it my stream wasn't working. It's a bit strange, but it is what it is. Alright, so sorry about that. Yeah, so we're rejecting right there. So we failed to break the low right there. I think we're just gonna make a new high. We're breaking toward the previous high right now. Now we're rejecting off that high. Okay, now we're trying to break off that level. Yeah, we're still trying to reject, so we'll see. Let's see. Walmart, just a really great day. Almost 1% on Walmart. VIX is down. Tesla's up freaking 3%. 3.02%. It looks like we gapped up from 740 to 757. Actually, 735 to 757. So we'll see if we see a continuation play on that. That's really interesting. Dow Jones 30 is bouncing off the level. So we'll see if Nasdaq tries to bounce off the level. Russell, same thing. S&P 500. S&P 500 is really strong right now, so just a really good kind of a continuation play. So we'll see what we do right there. But for the meantime now, I'm going to go ahead and get some coffee. I don't see any good setups right now, so I'm just going to step back for just a moment and get some coffee. Oh, we're holding that level. Interesting. Bollinger Band Minion Dragon. I like that level. So it's been a big successful day for us, and we just, we're 5 for 5 right now. We just catch out of some of that position, and we did average into our DraftKings. So before this gets too nasty here, we take a bid there at 30, take it out at 50. So let's go. If DraftKings breaks 50, we're out. But
Another name that Mark mentioned this morning, guys, this ETF, PAN, all-time highs, 8.5%. It's made a day high as well, guys.
Okay. Getting a bounce off this bottom of the sundial, I'm going to take some profit off around the 62 because 61 double bottom is held. That's going to be a break point. If it breaks through 61, I'm actually going to add to a short position through that price. We just SL testing back to the top side, guys. I did try to average into it or add back to it at 12 even here. I got a bit of a dip into VWAP. It's trying to test back through the high of the day. I'll take some in front of 1250 psychological level. That's right around where the current high of the day is.
Okay, so yeah, we go 5.
Yeah, Dow Jones 30 is coming up right now. Russell almost up again, 2%.
And yeah, we go perfect again. If you're following me, I hope you guys have
I just bought that dip.
last little while. Anyways, because yeah, we go perfect. We go CGC 3113, bang to the high side, big time win on that one. DraftKings, the story writes itself. I've already
The S&P and Dow Jones 30 are really strong right now.
Guys, bang, bang. Look at these average prices. In here, out, 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 out. Beautiful trade there on Neo. 30 cents in the money now. Watch it break through 55. This is what we're doing.
Forming a little wedge right now.
Hell of a call on this one, guys. 52.50. Can't believe it dropped. When I saw
We'll see what we do here.
Yeah, let's load up as we start to dump again. So 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and Bitcoin 5 for. I mean, look at this. We're out of the GBTC, but.
Alright, I'm going to be right back. I don't know if I should be in a trade while I'm going to get some coffee. But I do have my stop in place and my take profit. And I'm not really in with like size at all. Just tiny size. Because I'm still waiting for the breakout right now on this play. Yeah, so we're trying to reject off at 50 EMA.
It's still up 200%, even with that 40-cent pullback. So there's plenty of room to still run.
To be honest, I may start focusing a little bit more on Dow Jones 30 and S&P 500. I think I like Dow Jones 30 way more because of the liquid 50 and the EMAs aren't in the way like the S&P 500. So you know, I'll focus a little bit more on that for right now when I come back. So JPCH AB just coming down. Your EJ it's coming up. Nothing really significant. EN I had an idea on that, but we'll see what we do here. It is almost oversold on that level. Euro USD, I had an idea for a long run over here. No divergence yet, so we'll keep an eye on Euro NZT right over here. See if we reject off that EMA right there. It looks like we do have some divergence right over here too. So we have dive right here. So I may go ahead and try scalping it once I see an entry. Not really taking a day trade on it. Nasdaq 100 like that. Alright, so we'll see if we see a breakout right over here. I'll be right back. I'm going to make my coffee. But yeah, I'm going to also look at the S&P, the Dow Jones 30, because I am interested in seeing what it does. Just because I think it's a better setup for at least today on indices. But I'll be right back.
Through a high, like I said, the plan is to get some out in front of this 50 level and then hold on for a secondary break. Of course, this is going to be a bit of a play on what looks like is going to be that Democratic district. You're going to get some of the clean energy stocks starting to move. Just to come back to that ISR, guys, was able to scalp a bit of a short off of this little bottom break, that 160 level. However, it looks like it's going to head back up. It's so liquid. There's basically not a heck of a lot of reason to hang on to it against me here. So I'm just going to quickly see if I can get out if it breaks that 165. There we go, order a little bit slow there. I'm going to get out if it breaks that 165, which it just did. And then work off of this 180, the 185 level if it does pop back up. It looked strong before, but it's starting to fade off a little bit here. Moderna is finally testing these higher levels for a potential rollover. I mean, this stock, I thought we'd do this off the open. If we break 112, 40 to the downside, I'm going to punch short of Moderna. Otherwise, we're fading off of 115.
Yep, we hate Moderna, and yeah, I do as well. But I was looking at 109 for that stock. So here's Moderna right now. Neil just talked about it, so we don't have to look at that. Okay, so the only stock that's really falling against us right now is NIO, and again, here we go. We have to keep having to hit enter on the chart, so that will be the feedback that I give. 54.20 here. We could try to defend that level. I think we will. The put another bid there, but then I'm not letting this thing go much below this, man. 53.73 or so. So I think this is worth averaging into right now on Neo, because we know the explosive nature of this stock and that it can just keep on ripping to the high side. CGC's been a little bit slow for us here. I thought it would go a little higher. Really happy with getting out on the top there. For how come some of my charts are green and some are blue? We'll have to figure that out. But if you see the up arrow, that means where we got in. So you can also see the prices on the bottom of our screens. But here we go. Uber right back. Hell yeah, big win for Uber. Let's go, Bren.
Big down name, Caterpillar, guys, infrastructure based as well. 4.8% for Caterpillar, all-time highs. 192.50 just got broken there for Caterpillar.
And there's that one, the 1250 level, and this is one of the reasons we talk about quarters and 50s on FCell. The previous high was 45, but it stalls out at 49. I got it anyways in front of 42 for the first quarter of the position. I still want to hang on to this one to see how far we can possibly go. We're nowhere near these 14 levels on the daily chart. Whether it goes there today or not, I mean, that's anybody's guess, certainly. And keep your ears to the ground, because this could snap back in a hurry if things start turning when it comes to counting those votes. I finally got into Moderna here on that 112.40 break. It is starting to roll over. I'm using this recent high here, that 113.50. If it breaks this level, we're using the high of the day, that 115, and then getting into a different trade. But I'm just seeing if we can roll back towards that opening range low. That was a 110.
Okay, NASDAQ back from the dead, and we went long Microsoft, my favorite stock, Mr. Softy. So we are long right now, 213.50 to the high side there. Let's see how high this one wants to go. We will take some out just before 75 if we can get it. So we are offering right now 74s. Just take a quick 25 pennies. If we can do that, that'd be fantastic. And there it is, a nice little 25-cent run. So run it. All we're doing today right now is putting out. Watch out! That's not the right one. We're going to do this one. Is it going to do it again? There it is. Money to the upside right now for Microsoft. We're not getting hit by no trains up in here, that's for sure. Microsoft, a nice little runner to the high side. I still like a 215 break on that name, so let's get going on that and see how high we can go here for Mr. Softy. DraftKings, beautiful reload. So there it is, a nice little reload off 50-40, and we go. So right now, guys, adding Microsoft to the party, 6 for 6. Let's go high side right now. Where did we open up on Softy? This big drop was 214.40. So let's get out a little bit more if we can, sub or a little bit higher actually than 214. Let's go 214.15 or so if we can get that on Microsoft. And just guys, it's been a party kind of day. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and I hope you have some of these winners, man. Big day.
130,000 share order just got filled on the offer at 12.50. I mean, still already long in fuel cell here, but was just looking to get some more shares out on the south side of that, so I took it out more at 47, and you're seeing that break. I'm probably going to be adding to this if it gives any kind of a pullback into that 40 to 45. I still have half the position. 12.18 was the reload. That's sort of what we have right here off of VWAP, and again, no targets until we get to maybe we get to 14 today, but I'll certainly take them out if we get to a 13 level, and definitely again at 13.50, and then we'll see if we can't get any kind of a dip buy. Right now I'm looking at 12.25 for that, but you never really know what that's going to end up being. Jumping back over to Sundial, I know you guys are probably watching the cannabis space and some of these stocks being interesting. I don't think this one is going to be included in that. Of course, I kind of said that a million times. I'm still going to short this one again off of VWAP. It looks like it's continuing to fade in here, guys. Fuel cell off to the races, but I'm going to wait for a dip to buy this. The 12.50 break, there's a ton of liquidity going back and forth, Brennan.
Speaking of futures, guys, we'll talk about the 9 here. Futures just taking a 37.20. NCTY, the 9, 3 days in a row now to the upside, 28.5%. Another one that's cryptocurrency based. Remember, they just made an investment announcement 2 days ago that they are also getting into the cryptocurrency game. So $11 here for NCTY now, guys.
All right. Okay, so 53.74, so 53.70. We will get out of some of our Neo. We've averaged in right now at these levels. This is what we're talking about. We took some 18s there, and we took some.
Oh, baby. Oh, man.
So now we're long back, long Neo.
It is what it is, huh?
You can see I did get in.
I fucked up, didn't I?
So we did buy some of that.
I wasn't able to catch that move, but I was telling you, a breakout was gonna happen. I don't know if any of you guys saw that breakout, but dang it, gosh, dang it, I wasn't able to do that. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. 2000.
You do have to watch out for some of these plays as they go. And by the way, guys, bang for Mr. Mr. Softy, man, we are in the building.
Order filled.
Mr. Softy, we love this play. We talked about 213.50 right there.
That was a good return.
On the break.
That was a good breakout if you guys saw that.
Another big winner for my favorite name.
So it went from like what, like 126.33 to about 1675. So more than 20 points right there, easy.
Yeah, that dip in fuel stop only got to 30s, and I'm sitting here at 20s. Obviously, my price will still be that 18 level, which I like. I just going to try to get some more shares if I can, but starting to continue to.
So I got in like right over here. My stop was like small. That's kind of how the trade went.
It is now starting to make its push to the downside. I'll take a buck on the first little bit of this, and then we'll see if we can't retest that low there, guys. So here we go.
I just closed. I know my take profit was going to be like something. I think it was like 126.70 or 126.79, but I just decided to go ahead and close it. Dow Jones 30 is doing pretty well, up about 0.5%. MACD, we're in a good position on MACD. So we're coming off the ADR, we're coming off the 200 EMA. Let's see, US 30 just doing really well right now. Yeah, Dow Jones 30 we're breaking out really hard right now.
Let's see where we go. We now average price 54.36. Been a good stock for us. Microsoft going back a bit. What's up, Brett?
Another one from the industrials group just popping up here, guys. ACM, this is a construction company, just broke 53. Recent highs here above that pivot there on the daily chart. 6.25%. Yeah, this Oracle Capital acquiring their civil construction unit from ACM. So big move here, 6%.
Yeah, so you can see here that I bought it right over here on that 5-minute, and then I closed it right over here. So that was a good trade. Let me see what was the actual risk reward on it. Pulling back right now. I would want to trade that pullback for maybe a micro pullback. But looks like we're trying to reject off the high, so I'm gonna be aware of that and just see what we do here. What's that stupid risk reward? Okay, entry right over here. Stop being right over here. Yeah, that's a more than 2R move right there. That was a good micro pullback right there. So yeah, more than 2R right there on the trade. Just buying right over here.
We're taking those profits off on at least half the position. If it breaks 60, the floodgates will really open up. The NASDAQ is running the upside. SL good. Moderna stalling for me here, guys. It's been a good one, but the line in the sand is sort of in for me on Moderna. And if it breaks this 113, I'm going to have to get out. If it does hold that low in the day, I'll consider. Like it bounced off 110.50 without filling me. I'll probably move my stop into BWAP here and make sure I lock in that profit.
Speaking of liquid stocks, GE just popping up here, guys. Look at the move for GE, 1080 to 1125.
General Electrics. Tesla, we're up about 2% still. It's pretty good.
Yeah, GE, that's a big call for me. I'm long at 1050. That one has struggled a bit. So for some reason,
Bitcoin, we're up about 1%.
Coming back down to $50 here. Sorry, we're on Pound. I don't know. I thought it was on Pound here, but DraftKings, okay. Coming back down to 50, so we're getting get out when it breaks. So it's going to break right now. We'll give it a couple more pennies to the downside, and then our trigger will hit, and we will get out of DK, and there it is. So now we're out of DraftKings. Still a profitable stock, but we did slip off.
Okay, now we're pulling back significantly.
We did take a little bit out there, and then out on DraftKings. But this is what I'm talking about when you talk about risk management there.
Okay, let's see what we do here.
To a 30-cent loss. So
Yeah, Dow Jones 30 looks like it's just coming up. S&P 500, we're up about 9.2 points, so about quarter percent. So S&P 500 is lacking. Could be kind of maybe an average index play right there. See. Russell 2000 looks like we're trying to fall right now. So right now, I think what's leading in the market is the Dow and the Nasdaq, which are tech stocks. VIX, we're down 6%, 6.9% on the VIX. Silver, 1%. Gold, almost 1%. So we're pulling back from that big move that we saw on I think like it was a Monday. We saw a pullback on gold. I mean, a big play on gold. So you could see maybe a pullback and maybe a continuation toward the upside. Okay, so now we're pulling back. Let's see what we do here.
Okay, Palantir right here, 24.25. I like as a break. It's still down. We still could retest these bottoms, but I don't mind this 24.25 on Palantir. A beloved name that really has
Gold, where are you?
had its problems getting going, and
All right.
I don't need to tell you guys that we're still in this.
But yeah, we pull back on gold, so maybe we can like come down, maybe holding support tomorrow. 1 hour, we're below the 50 EMA, so not really. 2 hour chart, we're hanging on the 50 EMA, so it could be maybe a continuation play off that 50 EMA. On the 2 hour, the 4 hour, we're holding 21 EMA, so could be a continuation off that 21 EMA. Today on gold, we have bullish divergence right now, so could be a good swing trade. I'm interested in that definitely. For a continuation play toward the upside, I am definitely looking to buy that. If I see a good entry, I know we're max ADR right now, so that's something to be aware of. But I do like, the continuation on the higher time frames.
Down towards that 42, we're taking some profit out for like a 50-cent win, then it runs all the way down to this.
All right, you're in ZD. That's very interesting. Maybe shorting it.
It's super important to understand, guys, that Neil Nile, though, I have, 19 years now? Oh man, I'm too old. Of experience, and Neil, something similar there.
Okay, so we're rejecting off that ADR level.
So you can definitely watch out for that coming through. It doesn't matter, but he's right. Like sometimes if you're trading Neo, look to another name that you like an XPEV to see what's happening there. This is a Roku daily chart. I don't want that.
Try to find support right over here. So regression line 270 and the support line right over here. See what we do. Oh man, your NZD looks kind of interesting to me for a breakout toward the downside.
Again, I don't know much about Roku. I do now know some people that own a Roku as they've been tweeting at me. And Roku's solid, man. I'm not going to stand in the way of this train either. So 330 break on Roku.
All right, I'm going to pay attention to these. I could try placing a day trade if it makes an RLXD entry right there. Okay, I'm interested on your NZD right now. I'm actually very interested.
It has held 175, which is the last number that I was mentioning to you guys. If it breaks this price, I look for a break long. Just the momentum.
I'm just shorting. I just shorted your NZD.
I'm going to work off of 175 only now.
I'm risking about a little bit more than 1%, so a little bit riskier on that, which is kind of my fault because I just calculated the pips in my mind, and I think I was off like by 6 pips. Actually 5 pips, never mind. Oh, it's not too big of a risk. Plus I have a small stop, so I'm cool with that. Okay, now we're bouncing off that Bollinger Band mean. So we'll see what we do here on NASDAQ. Let's see if we make kind of a higher low off that mean.
Let's have a look at North American markets. Pretty much status quo. As we saw in the pre-market here, we saw tech stocks to the downside. They have accelerated, you can see, into negative territory where the Dow and the S&P, the S&P kind of flat, but the Dow kind of accelerating the opposite direction. So the Dow 30 showing relative strength. You can see 0.8% to the upside, S&P 0.2%. Tech stocks negative, the 100 specifically, 1.3% to the downside, as we said. The Russell, 1.8% in positive territory. Here in Toronto, about 0.5% for the TSX. Down in Brazil, also in positive territory, 0.16%. Couple things from the watch list, guys, to keep in mind. Fubo TV, yeah, they sold it this time, $29 down to $25.50. That was a decent bounce and opportunity at $27.50 there, right off the open. So there was a little bit of a bounce initially, but day lows for Fubo TV. The selling continues. BTBT, we had a decent move in the pre-market as far as Bitcoin is concerned, and then it got kind of choppy. So we're here in a $1.50 range, $27 up to 28.5. Either side of that coin breaks, you might get a move on the TPT. Guys, back to you. The TPT, you say? Okay. All right. So we are averaging the NEO here. We did take a couple trades here. 53.66.
But yeah, so right now we're on Euro NZD right now. Short for a breakout. I mean, definitely more than 2R toward the downside right over here. This is on my day trading account, so to be honest, I really don't like trading Euro NZD on day trades. I would just rather scalp it. So I may just get my 1R and maybe just get out, or just get my 1R and then just basically close like 80% and then just hold the piece. Okay, now we're bouncing. Now we're bouncing off the Nasdaq. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we do here. No entries for me yet, but it looks really interesting. Yeah, it looks really interesting for RLXD entry right there. So I may go ahead and place a day trade on that. Small stop on that, small risk. If it comes up above the dragon. We're in profit in Euro NZD right now for a breakout toward the downside.
Yeah, I mean that's 7. I wanted that 787 so bad today.
Alright, let's see if we make a lower high or lower low. Or a higher low, excuse me.
750, which I was waiting for, it just happened here, and of course I'm basically taking a basket break as it goes. And it also just went back to the upside. I didn't get the reload. We are still in the money in that one. If Tesla comes back down and consolidates,
oh yeah, Euro NZD. Just I'm such a breakout person. Like I love trading breakouts, and I could identify just by trading the system for such a long time and like breakouts that I know that that's going to be really nice breakouts for the downside. So I may just go ahead and just lock my stop or break even at 0.5R, just because I mean I don't really need to have my risk in the market. You know, as soon as I can like make it risk free, I'm like really cool about it, so I don't really care.
I wasn't aggressive enough getting shares off of VWAP when I went again, but I'm trying to hold. We added multiple times here.
Plus I'm up about like 4, 5, like 7, like I think 7 or 8% for the week. So really don't want to lose on any gains today. Pulling back right now.
Okay, guys, there's Neo. Look at this break, man.
And now we just basically are making kind of a higher low right now. I mean a lower high.
53.60, guys. Bang, out there, 53.90. I mean, there, that's the break, 54, right? So we took some more at 54.90, we took some more at 54.30, and a nice little out to the upside. Oh yeah, and while we were with Neil there, Roku breaks 330. We take $1 on a third of that. Now we look for higher moves on Roku. We need the S&P and the Nasdaq to go, or else Roku will fall back down. But that's why we put that in our pocket. So 330.16 in, out 75. So I guess a nice 60-cent win there. And here we go, Roku to the moon. Let's go, guys. It's a chicken dinner winner. What do you want for dinner? But you can probably have prime rib if you have some of these plays today. But 330 to the high side right now. Roku still ripping up. We take 50 cents on the first.
Dow Jones 30, we're almost up 1% on it.
Let's just see how high this one wants to fly, man.
It's surprising. Russell was literally up 3 freaking percent. I'm buying that.
Order filled.
I'm waiting to place a day trade on it.
We only have one losing trade today, and that is nothing right now because Neo making the move back to the upside. No losing trade today. 1,
Small
2, 3,
stop.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per 8. Let's go, guys. Big day.
And if Neo's going up, that means look at the bounce rate here on XPeng. So you got the rollover at 43. It bounced off 42. I did take some profit out, but as Neo heads back up, XPeng heads right back to that top side. It tests 43 again here. Well, I should say it's testing 43 again. I rolled back into position, essentially at the same price we had before. Now we're just going to see if we can get another bounce into 42, where I would definitely take profit off. If Neo's going to break VWAP, this is going to break 43. You know that's where my stop is, Brendan.
Penny stock.
Right. We're just waiting. Waiting for the pullback.
Guardian Health Sciences Incorporated,
Waiting for UNZD to pay me right now.
Right here, staring it in the face. Volume coming into this name as well.
Okay, we're coming back up. Actually, that looks really interesting right now. UNZ pulling, going down. Let's go, baby. Okay, that looks really interesting now. Ooh, US Tech. NASDAQ.
This is $1 in the money now for Neo as this continues to rip higher. We gave this one to you. I told you 54 break. 54.50 is right there. Roku. Bang. We talked about Roku early, man. 330 break. Let's go, Roku. $3 now. So yesterday, $9 winner on Alibaba or 8, whatever it was. Multiple dollars, $7 or $8 on QS. Now we go to the high side on Roku, guys. Let's see if we can do it again. $3 in the money now on this Roku trade. $1 there. 40 cents now on Uber. We were bigger on Uber. We were $1 on. We were 80 cents on Uber there. So let's take a little bit more out on Uber. 53.10. And this day is just getting elevated. We dropped down the cash.
Come on, UNZD, pay me. Pay your son. Alright, so UNZD is taking it sweet all the time, but confident. Alright, just entering the day trade on NASDAQ. So I'm scalping it right now, and then I'm taking a day trade on it. Oh, UNZD, you're playing with me. Break it out, baby, let's go. Locking my stop at break even about 4 more pips.
Holding along, good place to take profit, and then just rinse and repeat and get a better price. So, that's going to be the line of thinking on that one. Ooh, back above 60 on sundial, so it is making a bit of room.
Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. We're in profit in both trades right now. Your NZD is paying us really good. Still waiting to lock my stop at break even right now.
Because that dollar does lose. So if it does get to a buck and start to turn, I'm going to like that scalp trade right into that previous high, that 93 cents, guys. It is coming right now. It's 75 million in volume. You can leverage up, but it's not nearly the liquidity
Look at
I
that.
expect to see is a little more like the
Bang, bang.
level as opposed to some of these other prices, guys. So I'm anticipating maybe the same thing at $1. If I do see a few 100,000 shares, probably closer to like 500,000.
I really want to lock myself a break even on your NZD, but it's just taking its sweet time.
On those plays as well. Thanks, Brendan, for going through that. I see some comments here that they like it when we get hyped up.
I don't know, I'm that kind of person that locks my stop at break even really fast, just because I don't really want to add have risk in the market. I want to be in and out really quick and fast and easy. There's no point in having your risk, having risk inside the market. It's just, even with Zulu stops, let's just say your target is 2R and you're up about 1.9R, and you locked your stop at, let's say, 0.5R. You're risking about another 1R. Oh my god, look at that trade. You're risking about 1.5R to get about, maybe if you're 1.4 1.7R, so 3R from 2R. Oh, look at that, just beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Excuse me. So I lost what I'm saying. I'm just looking at this right now. Your NZD is paying us really well right now. Bang, right there, more than 1R. Love seeing that. I'm about to close 2R. I mean, close about 80% right now on US Tech. So NASDAQ. Oh, you're in ZD. You're playing with me. All right. Now we okay. So we just closed about 80% right now on the trade. So I mean, just a really good trade. Look at that. Just easy. Bang. RXZ entry right there. All right. You're in ZD, paying us really well. We locked our stop at break even, so we can't lose on the trade. I'm about to close a little bit more on your NZD right now. All right, just closed about 50% on my trade in your NZD, and then my lock is up at break even. I can go ahead and try holding it, but to be honest, I like just getting my money in and out of the markets. Just look at that RX, or that MACD. Literally from from fall to summer right there. Easy. Alright, we're still holding. We're still holding our swing trade. Our scalp trade right now.
video. Like, how good is my Microsoft? Jesus. Microsoft right now, chicken dinner winners, my favorite stock. But we did dump this here as Microsoft right now. Look at that long, 213.50 as well. Still moving to the upside. So a good out on Microsoft. Uber there, guys, just takes out the day's high. So again, like, I don't know what to keep hitting here. Maybe we need some new animations, but let's just do slaying dragons today, and we will review. I'm at the highest spot.
Order filled.
All right, I just closed my my scalp right now.
So let's just keep on going, man. We gave this stock
Pretty good, not gonna lie.
time on the show.
Really good,
I just realized there's a
really
unicorn
good day
on the
so
screen
far.
here for a while, and you guys probably haven't seen it. GHSI, you can call any one of these like a penny stocks running. There's a lot of these dead cat bounces. I mean, that's actually what happened here off of like a 70 to 75. But the fade is always going to be off that $1 range. The thing to keep in mind here is it's a failed breakout.
So this is something not similar to the D1 entry, just because it's a scalp entry. And so what my system is, it trades off levels. So instead of just focusing on one day trade, one trade, it focuses at multiple different trades. So instead of like a whole move like that, you know, it trades off levels. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So it works really well because I like looking at the market in different levels instead of just like, I guess, just one big trend. You know, I like entering on pullbacks, counter trend trades, breakouts. So the system really works well with my personality. So I'm really excited about, you know, releasing a course about that. It's gonna be something like a lot of like information in it. So because I definitely put a lot of work into it, like a lot of statistics, risk to reward, you know, forward testing, back testing, bunch of case studies. So yeah, I'm excited about that because that's actually like my first system that I actually made, but it's taken me over like a year, more than a year, to like perfect it, basically. So it's my bread and butter. So how my scalping system works. So you see me trade this system, this particular system, but I always keep in mind this chart right over here. So you know, even though you see me taking this setup, it's part of my scalping system because I confluence both systems in my head already, from this system to this system right over here. So I see the divergence right over here, and then I keep that in mind in my head. And then so basically on candle per candle and EMA, I just take it on my, like, I take it as part of an entry on my scalping system, even though I take it as well as an entry on this particular system as well. And that's just something that I like doing because it helps me kind of just look at the market in different angles, so I know that, you know, I'm not entering on a kind of a false breakout or, you know, a reversal, like I'm buying a reversal or something like that, or like buying a kind of a downtrend.
Previously 1220, that was the breakout price. It's actually where we got a little bit of a dip the first time that I had to take out, and we're actually bought on the way back.
Course is happening in the end of this year. I mean, not the end of this year, but the end of this month. So I'm working on it right now. I know for me it's just a bunch of statistics. Like I have all the case studies. I have like hundreds of case studies already. It's just for me, like I'm trying to perfect the statistics and make it presentable. I already have like kind of like the overlay of the courses. Like it's gonna be kind of the beginner's course. It's gonna be like a beginner preview in the beginning, like the first one or two lessons, and then I'm gonna go into like basically the depths of scalping, you know, forex trading, equity trading, for future trading, whatever, just the basics of that, and then go into like you know, basically how my scalping system works and how I'm gonna add more things in the future. Like right now I'm thinking about just putting the course at $250 at that, and then maybe increase it like in the future, because I'm gonna be adding so much features in it, because the scalping system, it's really well, but you could use the theory of levels that I have in my head. So the market has levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, and use that as kind of not only scalping but day trading it and swing trading as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be adding more features on it, like live trades on the scalping system. I mean, on the scalping course for people to see. So yeah, it's gonna be really awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna make like a Discord as well, for, you know, people who are, you know, after the course they can just come in, ask questions, and just basically I'll answer them and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really interesting. All right, look at that. I'm about to buy
Maybe even that
small risk on that.
consolidation earlier. I'm about to reload in some fuel cell. That's back down below that 1250 mark.
Oh man, like I'm just gonna hit again the you know whatever what is this backwards? Yeah, backwards again. I like that suit. I don't know if that suit is taking me backwards, but J.P. Morgan to the high side there, 131. We just talked about it. Thanks, Brendan, for that. Those of you that have been watching the show know we're hella long. J.P. Morgan down here sub 100 for sure. We saw this beautiful base being built. And then again, if you were watching us back in July, another reason why to watch, man. I try to do both.
So yeah, there's gonna be two versions of the scalping system. Like, you know, there's like my scalping system probably has like 5 to 6 entries per pair on forex and like freaking like 10 entries on like maybe on the indices. So a lot of entries, but if you're a really aggressive trader, then I would recommend doing that. But being careful, like I'll have like rules in place properly for like a system, and then for like the conservative trader, a more conservative layout of the scalping system, just basically trading and trend and being just really decisive and direct on your entries, not really like, you know, focusing too much on, you know, all the movers, but focusing on just one pair or a couple of pairs that are really high probable on like the trends. Okay, so we're trying to pull back right over here. We're ranging right over here, so we'll see what we do here. We're about to get stopped at break even on Euro NZD right over here, which it is what it is. I did close half on it, so I did manage to get some money out of it. Alright, I just got stopped out of break even right now. Alright, so right now, so this is kind of, I'll just give you guys an example. So this will be the level 1. So we'll be looking for the level 2 right over here. So if I see level 2, I'll take it live for you guys.
I wouldn't have to do this JAG-X just because I'm scouting just this level here. I see consolidation in the pre-market. This is like a day 2, day 3, whatever you want to call it.
Order filled.
I just bought the breakout right there.
Pre-market bought sort of an opening range bottom as well. If we break down below that price, I know $2 looms. That's why I would put the sell order through a 2 break and not 202. It just feels like if we get down there, JAG-X is having some trouble. Volume tapering off. It's up 8%.
Yeah, Euro's 30 up about 1%. Look at that. Look at that move, guys. Man, I should have traded this. Should have traded Dow. We're also almost up 3%. Oh, that would have been such a nice, clean trade. Maybe got an owl entry right over here. Just pushes up all the way up. Such a clean trade. Like looking at the 15-minute, it just literally bounces off that 50 EMA. Bang. You do have to give it some room on these pullbacks, and they've been worth it so far. So patience is going to have to be a virtue with fuel cell. It seems like today, I just thought it would go a little faster. It's still been a winner, just not nearly the way I was expecting it to happen.
Yeah, fuel cell, good name there. I mean, some of these stocks have a lot of room, guys. Like fuel cell, like Plug Power. And remember, we do have, you know, I guess, can we call him president yet? I guess president-elect still. Joe Biden going to be coming through eventually, I guess. Plug.NQ, so there is going to be a lot of talk here about these names. So
yeah, these are clean setups. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit choppy. But today it's just really clean and indecisive move. Which is, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of expected. Because whenever you see such a massive move on pre-market, like you're going to expect something to happen on the market open. You know, look at this. Like on pre-market, or like I guess you could say pre-market. Literally, Nasdaq was down 1%, more than 1% on the pre-market, which is literally insane. And I traded all of this right over here, so it was it was fun. So on a market open, you have to expect something to come up. Like I would expect some buyers to come in because like after this big push down, you know, usually there's pending orders from yesterday. From yesterday's like market close, pending orders like buy orders or whatever. So you know, I would expect, you know, the market to come up. But we are at that level right now, so I mean, if we have bearish divergence right over here, then they could be like a continuation play toward the downside, which I mean, I'm okay trading too, trading that.
If you go back to the IPO day, that was the high, 150. We got up to 155. Ended up being the level. There was a spike higher that got me out, but back in again. Trying to work
Okay, Dow is starting to pull back right now, so that's something to keep in mind. So as the Dow starts pulling back and the S&P 500, you know, the Nasdaq could shortly follow. Like I said again, guys, I'm looking to buy gold. No entry for me yet on gold, but I like the idea of buying gold right there.
It does feel like it's on that Marshall's 25, 26 area where there was a little bit of chop, the lower high put in.
All right, no level 2 yet. It may just come down. So this is not a level. I mean, it's not a level 2 off my entry, off my scalping system, but it's just based on my theory on seeing how the my theory on market levels. So mechanical, like every level is it could be mechanical, and every level could be systemized, and you know, to trade. So right there, technically this would be the level 2 toward the downside.
This time I'm going to allow it to dip through that price. If it stalls out at 12.15, I'm likely to grab something in the 20 to 25 range on a fuel cell. Some of you guys have been asking about sundial. Someone said this morning, why was I short?
I'm just closing my scalp right now.
Strong, as I always do. Whenever there's good news in the cannabis sector, because the fade trade is always good, or usually good.
Just close my scalp.
Now we're retesting.
Alright, so you guys can see kind of like the scalp moves.
If it breaks through there was still this 63 level.
So yeah, today no loss on my scalp, so that's pretty good. So I bought here, closed here, pulled back, bought here, closed here, bought here, closed here. So 1, 2, 3. So this will be, you know, just from the levels that I was talking about, kind of a level 1, a level 2, and then level 2. So this will be a level 1 right over here, pull back, and then level 2 toward the upside. It's coming up. So I'm still, so this is like, I just closed my scalp. I'm still in my day trade right now. So I closed about 80% of my day trade. So I still have 20% in my left on the account, on that position right now. So as I see bearish divergence, then I may just, yeah. So if it breaks over the 8 EMA, I may just close. Maybe too early, but I know we're off that EMA, which is a 200 EMA right now. So, you know, once we start having diversions off that level, could be maybe a good selling opportunity.
US Steel already made 2 moves to the upside, but one of them stalled out at $20 already. Have seen it make this high before. This was right in the middle of the
I think I'm done trading now on I mean at least scalping.
I said with Mark I would take a shot fading off of this, and it's not a bad place to take profit, and then maybe wait for 20 breaks for people that have not gotten into this game already. It has to break.
My dog is destroying my bed. Yes, I'm up about 1% on the day, so that's pretty good. I'm happy about that. Let me go ahead and save this markup real quick.
Oh, come on, Roku. Look at this trade. I guess I'll have to tweet this one out as well. That we booked this one a little bit too early. A $10 winner for Roku there. Yeah. I hope you guys still have it. Let me know in the chat if you still do have this one. Wow, what?
Yeah, I need to do more markups. I know I have to do like I have like probably like maybe 1,000 markups on my system.
I thought a $4 win there on Roku was decent.
But it's always good to do just markups on your systems, on your trades, on trade ideas. Crap. Just because it just, I mean, for me, it helps me. Even though I know the system by heart, muscle memory, like it's embedded in my brain. You know, it's always good to have like that. To have that kind of like edge, knowing that you know your system, and you know you do consistent kind of like reps. You could call markups, case studies, whatever, reps to your brain to keep your mind fresh, basically. Okay, so our side maybe looks like it's starting to kind of fail. So it could be like the underlying of divergence right now. So we'll see.
Tweeted that out when we took this position as well. We talked about it on the show. Now we're breaking out. There's no, actually, now that I look at this chart, there's no way in hell I'm getting out, because we are going to break through this 1150, and then it's moonshots up to 13. I mean, G's not going to moon. G's one of those stocks where it's just slow and steady.
That was such a good entry.
Off of Boeing, and that's kind of why we did talk about this a little bit. I'm also long Boeing right here, 216. So that one's not as good, and you can see that was sort of right. I think it was right in here.
I'm closing about another 10%.
We did right here take this long on these breaks. We've had Boeing now for about a month and a bit. We didn't get out when it went to 240 because of the same thing. I thought once this broke, we were going to go higher, but we faded off. We touched that 50 period moving average, but we're still going to be hella long on Boeing and looking to get more. Should have. Look at this little drop spot right there. 199.
Right now I have like 10% left, or a little bit less than 10%. Know my position right now.
We're doing great today. It's been a fantastic day.
So up to that 3.5 R. So what a good trade. 3 execution R, almost 4 execution R on that. USD is trying to pull back right over here, so let's see what we do.
If it does show up again, over 100,000 shares on the offer at 20 even. So that was already a top if you go back a couple of weeks ago. It is currently today's high. I got 94s. I want my average price to work out to be about like 95, 96, but I just feel like here you have to wait to get to like 98, 99. It looks like it is going to test it, and got my scroll bar working for you guys there so I can actually see these levels. 20 even is definitely worth watching. This is a time of day type of thing. I don't like this play.
Yo, what's up, Vasco?
I don't like this type of play, and I wouldn't take it if this was like 935 or 945. When you start getting into that second hour of the
Are you with ASFX still, bro? Or are you with ASFX yet? I know you're trying to, I guess, like get into ASFX or something like that. Or maybe like, are you trading right now, or are you like full-time trading? So again, like with my scalping system, this is how it works. So this would be kind of like the levels on it. So here's a level, the first level. Breaks over the 50 right over here, so I would have entered probably like right over here. Stop right over here. Goes up to 1R. More than 1R, 1.6R. Pulls back, reset. Goes all the way up. So this is the level 2. I mean, technically it's not level 2. So the way how my system works is there's called resets. So this will be a reset right over here. Reset. So technically a level 1, but it's going to be a reset right there. So these same entries, I took them on this right over here, as you can see. You know, there were entries as well on my system, on this system, but there are also entries on the scalping system. Gutenberg.
Again today, guys. Crazy. XOM, I was just going to double check here. Back to the upside again for XOM. Yeah, 5% already, guys.
A name that, I don't know, we talked about this one at the end of last year at this price. 25 even on.
To be honest, guys, I'm done trading. I only have like 10% left on this position.
And again, the last little week or so, it's been a bit.
Okay, so this would be a level 2.
You can certainly see here every time it sets it up. This is like 24.75, and we're trying to get there again on Virgin Galactic. I'm gonna like this on a break at some point, but it does feel like the turn is on, at least in the next couple of minutes here. If we do get 25, maybe in the afternoon, or maybe it happens right now in the next few minutes or so, I'm gonna like that as a bit of a break. I'd like it much better if we had some 5-week consolidation, shake some people out that are already long, and then you get a bit of a better day trade.
I'm about to go short on it.
But space finally back on the radar because it's retesting that 25 level. There was a big crash.
Alright, just got short.
If you go back into the end of last year, which is of course just last week, guys. So 25 on the space looks like it'll be a good one.
Okay, so new position alert right now. We'll see what's happening. We'll go bang because we're still long.
So, not the cleanest level 2, just because of the RSI right there. Usually I would wait for a close on the open right over here, but I'm in right now a little bit aggressively. But for me, which is fine. I'm in like really small, about a 1/4%.
We're up right away to 35. So let's take some off now if we can on Palantir at 32, and there it is, a nice little win to start there again with Palantir. Again, you know, we'll get this all the way back down to here, but if I can just keep on scalping and keep on taking this out on the high side, then I will do that. Speaking about scalping, we actually have a video. Oh, and I did want to talk about Neo in a second as well. Oh, and CGC, so stay tuned for that. But we do have members Q&A coming up on January the 11th, which is on Monday. It's $5 a month. This is the only thing we have. If you want to become a member, you can join us. It's actually not with Mark Roberts this time around. I believe it's with Arun, so we need to get that changed. But we will be coming up with Arun on January 11th for that. And then what I wanted to show was our video. Like, is that on number 1? Yes, there it is. So chart pattern for beginners. So if you're sitting there and saying like, wow, man, like how did they make that call? Or, you know, what was up with that Roku call? Or NIO, anything here, Neo, NIO, EIO, whatever. Check out our chart patterns because that's up right now in our market wisdom. And Valeria can drop that link as well. We will do that. So I'm going to see some orders upside now, 38.39, and watch to see what happens through 50. But right now, Palantir, man, like I said, it's a Superman kind of day. We haven't traded Palantir yet, but this is going to be our 9th stock.
Guernsey D is pushing down right now. So this is level 2.
We can get into the 40s here on Palantir.
Just got another push to the top on fuel cell. Like I said, this one slowing down a little bit, but the grind is definitely on to the upside. So buying the dips and then profit. I said I'd start scalping 20-25 cents. So you know, we get that bottom pick 36. I get out essentially around that 60 level, like 22 pennies. So right in that target range. If it dips again, I was willing to let it break VWAP here to take another leg long. If it does break the top, 13 even is certainly the next target. US Steel did break that 20 even. I didn't reverse to the long side, guys. I just got that short at 97, and then out there when it broke 20 even. Brennan, what's up?
I mentioned energy names, and just like that, RDS.B just popped up on a volume scanner, guys. 5% now, 25% yesterday. Another 5% on top of that, 38.75 for RDS.B. Guys.
All right, so Palantir, actually, I wasn't even able to cancel my 38s there. So we get in, out, that's a quick 13 penny winner there. We'll hold the rest for 40s and 50s and then see what happens to the upside on PLTR going. But again, you know, this just looks pretty sweet. We will take that long there and now see what the upside is. Again, follow on Twitter if you do have a chance. I'm posting all of these. And not only that, but like it goes, I'll put it in the chat right now. Follow us all on Twitter as we continue to post upsides. Our breaks and our plays, and that's why I want you to check out that video on chart patterns because it really does help, you know, understand some of the mentality, some of the setups that we're looking for, and definitely what I like. And with Neil, Brendan, we're all in the video, so you can definitely check that out. But there it is, Palantir. So now we only have 40% left on this position. Let's see if we get into the 50s. I do like this one for a long. Let's revisit maybe DraftKings now. 50-57, still long 50 there. We're out, but we got out when it broke through. But this stock now, I talk about it. I don't like to trade this thing intraday. I like the moves in the pre-market and or right off the open. So DraftKings gives you some nice little profits, and then now it's not really doing anything. Oh, I said I talked about TGC. Good win here. It does break view up. I didn't have an order out. That's my bad. We had to wait for it to break 50. Once it does, we get out there. But now, look at this. A nice little move up as it's looking more and more like. I mean, I don't know when it's going to get announced, but it's going to be a clean Democratic sweep there in Georgia. So 31. That doesn't mean that 160 now to the upside. I like this. Look, we already got out at the high today, literally at the high today right there. As you can see, 31.80, 81 or so. We got out, so we're going to take a long if it does break that. So I'm still pretty positive about that. And 55-cent win right now for Neil.
And I'm going to go back to Fubo if I can. There was that little drop here, and of course I had a bit of a long earlier. I got that 27.60. There was some profit, and then we took a hit. Small hit on the rest of it. Now, if we get up and hold above VWAP, which we're trying to do now at that 27 price, it's just one of those, it's come so far down, I'm going to prefer the risk reward to the long. But if it retakes this afternoon low at 26.75, it's probably going to be a safe trade.
Okay, so you're in ZD. I'm still watching it right now. It's rejecting offer over here. It's kind of annoying. So I'm just gonna get out right now at a 0.5 R, actually 0.4 R loss right now. The reason why is because the RSI didn't go through the liquid 50. Usually for that's part of my entry, but like I said again here, I got in a little bit aggressively. Right over here, you want that to be through. But I got in a little bit aggressive. That's why I said so. Here's what it is. That's why I risked a little bit small on that 0.25%. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that small loss.
Difference between the two still, with 98% of the vote counted. So might be a while still. They're in the process of getting the point, less than 0.5% between the two still.
Yeah, and it's sort of worth noting, and that even if it does go, like you have that 50-50, you'll still have a little bit of a gridlock, probably just a little bit more, I guess, watered down in terms of what does come out of any bills or any policy.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's stream.
Well, I mean, the market's certainly reacting. Is this going to be an absolute game?
I'm still up 1% for the day.
Overall, in tech space, I thought a couple of days
Because I know from that EUR/USD trade, I risked like 1%. So yeah, I was up about, I think I closed about 0.45%. Yeah, 0.45%. So almost 0.5% on that. And then my these two trades, I mean more than like 0.5% and a little bit more than 0.5%. So more than 1% on the day. So 0.25%, even though this thing is coming down. Maybe I got in a little too early. I mean a little too like I got out too early. But for me, I just really don't like getting chopped out. That's why I just like getting my money in and out of the markets. So yeah, I mean for me, like it looks like it's gonna come down eventually. So and you know, stop is right over here, so you gotta respect the stop. But alright, so that's pretty much it for today's stream. Two good trades on yeah, so two really good trades on the Russell. I mean the Nasdaq 100. About 2.8 R on this trade, and then another like 4 R on that trade. So really good trade. You're in ZD, about 1.4 R on this trade, and then about negative 0.25%, so negative 0.25 R on that. I mean negative 0.25% or half an R, less than half an R, actually 0.4 R, negative 4 R, negative 0.4 R, excuse me. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So just a really good two trades, so profitable in the day. And yeah, just really happy about that. Just really two great wins. It's 9:40, so less than an hour, about an hour after the market opened. I'm basically done for the day. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's pretty much it for today's stream. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Message me on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a freaking awesome